election in 2012. My name is Eileen Saylor, and I know you have a new district and you have a formidable opponent, I believe. And so I'm just wondering, shy of spending millions and millions of dollars to get you reelected, which I'm hoping happens, what do you want us to do to help that happen?
Shy of spending millions. That was going to be my first thing, Eileen. So you took it all away. No, here's how I think this works, and that is, I don't believe that television commercials and mailers and robocalls and radio commercials and yard signs win or lose elections. What they do is they stimulate the conversation, and the conversations that take place. The classical place in the whole county is a round table out here at Crocs Cafe in Mooring. And but conversations like that around the round table, they are where elections are won and lost. And if, say, there are 6 people around the table and somebody says something that's untrue and say negative about me, if somebody else is at the table and knows different and speaks up, and everybody at that table has heard this, and that story is not going to get repeated in other circles where people that know the truth. I expect that I'm going to learn things about myself by watching television throughout next year that I don't yet know. But word of mouth is so valuable, and that defense, if it's something's true, let's have that discussion about it. If it's not true, or if it's a slant, let's bring it back to what it is. That's really important. And yes, we will need people to make phone calls and knock on doors and put out signs and do all of those things. And I have a website that one can sign up on. It's steveking.com, really easy, steveking.com. And my youngest son, Jeff King, runs that operation and has now for several election cycles. And it's one of those things about family, you can get a little more out of them than you can somebody else, because you can use your worst behavior sometimes to get it done, because he'll forgive you too. But Jeff runs that, steveking.com. And this campaign is, when you look at it, I don't know what my opponent's positions are. Reaching into politics for the first time, and the district is one that, of course, I'm born in, lived in all my life, and it is 21 new counties, though, over what I represent today. The best base in America, in all of America, is Northwest Iowa, and that's the foundation that we have to operate from. It's 55% new population, though, in the 21 new counties, including Mason City, Fort Dodge, Ames. It goes all the way over to Chickasaw County, that's New Hampton. But I've been over there, done quite a lot. People are energetic, they're very responsive, they seem to be bigger. So we want to build a grassroots campaign in all of the 39 counties. And I want to do my best to get to know people that I haven't had the opportunity to meet and get to know. That dispels a lot of the negatives that come along the way. And it's, we are very much a rural, small-town district. We know that all new wealth comes from the land. Whether you mine it out of the earth or whether you raise it from the soil, that's where the new wealth comes from. We value add to that. That's why we have the prosperity that we have. And I've been able to work and help with that. So I think if you can carry the message, and if you have subject matters that come up that there's questions that you need clarity in those answers, you need a position statement, anything like that, just go on the website, get a hold of our campaign, and I want to make sure that all things factual emerge, the truth comes out, and I'm going to be pushing this on policy and issues. And I expect that it's not going to be just one opponent, but a couple that I'm running against. I'm noticing that the Secretary of Agriculture is spending more time in Iowa than he has since he was governor, so that tells you what's going on.
Congressman, don't apologize for not knowing what Connie Vilsack's positions are. She doesn't know either.
Well, we'll maybe find out what they are over time. And we should also note that I don't know that I'm going to be on a ballot in November of 2012. There's a primary that could come up, and Democrats and Republicans. This is a free country, and no one is prohibited from stepping forward into public office, and I don't want to operate under the assumption that they are. So let's see what happens with the primary in June of 2012. If one qualifies for the ballot, and if both of us do that, then we're opponents. Until then, it's speculation. Anything else need to come up? Body English tells me the clock has ticked down. That's Cassie's happy smile on the other end. As you can tell, I want to say that I'm very, very proud of our staff. A lot of them came in as interns and started up through the process. And Wayne Brace over on my left is district director. He's been not just he takes care of all 32 counties here in the district, but he's also been to all 286 towns and part of the outreach that we do. And his predecessor as director was Dave Ayler, now retired. He had also gone to all 286 towns in the district. And it's important for us to reach out that the smaller the town, the more rural people are, the less ability they have to communicate. And I did not officially recognize Representative Jason Schultz, whom I presume had already spoken to everybody in the room when I arrived. But take a stand and bow with you, Jason. Does a great job. Thanks very much. I appreciate you coming out today.